Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Jared Klein coming to you live from the NBC29 Digital Desk with a look at our morning rush. Let's take a look at the top stories over on NBC29.com this morning. Coming in at number 1, Albemarle police investigating a homicide along Cypress Point Drive. At number 2, Charlottesville pondering the sale of a tiny parcel of land along West Main Street. And at number 3, Dave Matthews banned to play 2 nights at John Paul Jones Arena. Yeah, Albemarle County Police say a woman is dead after a stabbing Tuesday morning. Police were sent to a house in the area of Cypress Point Drive around 5 o'clock. They found one woman dead. Another was arrested at the scene. Investigators believe this was a domestic situation and there is no threat to the public. The trial of Travis Brown is set to resume this morning in Augusta County. He's accused of abusing and killing 3-year-old Khaleesi Kuthriel. On Tuesday, interrogation room footage from September 2021 was played in the courtroom. In it, Brown told investigators he threw the young girl's body in the trash after she died of self-inflicted wounds. He also said his girlfriend at the time, Candy Royer, had nothing to do with Kuthriel's death. That appears to contradict the argument Brown's defense is now making nearly 2 years later. A woman also took the stand, testifying Brown told her he had murdered somebody. UVA tested its emergency notification system yesterday morning, and this time everything went off without a hitch. During a test in early June, one of the sirens did fail to work. Tuesday's test included the sirens, text messages, and emails. UVA says it does these testings so new students know what this system is and to make sure everything works. UVA tests the emergency notification system 3 times per year. And the Coke mural on the downtown mall is getting a facelift. Friends of downtown Seville teamed up with the soda company to refresh the old advertisement on 2nd Street. The artist is not fully restoring the mural, though. Rather, he's bringing back the color and outlines. Friends of Seville is asking for any pictures folks may have of the mural back in the day. And yeah, that should be pretty interesting to see once that artist is done with his work.
I love that they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's really a great piece of history, and I'm glad they're preserving it, so that's neat. Okay, so with Hurricane Idalia making landfall in Florida this morning, I found this animation, and you know, at first it was a category 3, and then it was upgraded to a 4 this morning. This is a really great animation of the differences in each category of a hurricane, of the damage that it packs, it brings with it, especially that storm surge.
Yeah.
But you can see, you know, as a 1, it's wind, and there's some, and you can see the wind pick up, and it's but minimal damage. Yeah. And then as a 2, extensive damage, extreme winds. Then as a 3, devastating damage. As a 4, catastrophic damage. And then of course as a 5, extreme winds, catastrophic damage, tornadoes. That sort of thing. So I just thought this was a really great idea, a great animation to see the kind of damage that each category brings.
It's a good way to visualize it because you hear about categories, you don't necessarily know, like, well, okay, what differentiates a 3 from a 4? The wind speed, obviously, but what does that actually mean in real life?
Right, and what does that look like?
What does that look like?
Right, you're seeing homes completely gone, trees uprooted. It's so I thought this was kind of just to give people perspective. Yeah. Especially here in Virginia, because you know we don't get that many major hurricanes. Right. And we're inland,
hurricanes at all, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an interesting story, and it's also a little freaky. So doctors removed this parasitic worm from a woman's brain, an Australian woman's brain. And it's said to be the first in the world that this has happened to. But evidently this woman, it came from a python. Pythons in her area are known to carry roundworms, and so they believe that's how this happened. So they believe that she was, I guess, looking for some vegetables that grew in this area where pythons live, and they believe it was in the food that she ate, and then she was complaining of some headaches and that sort of thing, and they went in and to their surprise, they pulled out that worm, that roundworm.
The thought of that thing slithering in your brain.
Well, can you imagine being the doctor?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There's something moving here, and it's a worm.
But here's another story from Australia of some weird creature. We had that snake the other day coming out from behind. So be careful if you're in Australia, because apparently there's just weird creatures all around.
Fortunately, they were able to get that, and she can make a recovery. But
Yeah.
wow, I tell you. Okay, and now
A bit more pleasant this morning.
A bit more pleasant. So Dairy Queen's Blizzards are 85 cents for 2 weeks to celebrate their new fall menu. Are you a Blizzard fan?
I am, yeah.
I can't eat a whole. It's just a lot of sugar and sweet.
It is a lot, but I mean, it's just so good.
I know. I do like the Oreo. Oreo is my
Oreo
favorite.
one,
That's my favorite.
They're really good.
Like a small Blizzard. Yeah.
You know, I'm waiting until September 1st to do anything fall, because it's just too early.
It's too early.
But that's 2 days away, so I guess on this Friday, I can celebrate my Friday with
the pumpkin spice
all
lattes
the pumpkin,
and all.
yeah.
You can get, that is good.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
And then maybe go to Dairy Queen and eat a Blizzard. I
Sounds
can eat a
good.
whole one. I'm not.
Really?
It's not too much for me now.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But I mean, you can put it back in the freezer and finish it later.
Well, that's true. Well, I just, my kids will order them, and then I just have a couple bites of theirs, and I'm satisfied.
It's enough to fill you up, yeah. All right, thank you, Jennifer. Coming up at noon, we will have the latest on Hurricane Idalia as it moves along through Florida and through Georgia this morning along the southeast. And we'll also have the latest weather updates here at home. That's coming up at noon. We'll see you then.